Lots of areas were affected by tornadoes Friday night. 4 tornadoes touched down in the Creston area, about an hour and 15 minutes southwest of the metro. And as our Local 5's Connor O'Neill shows us, not only did homes take significant damage, but family farms as well.
When an EF1 tornado passed through the town of Creston, Iowa Friday night, it left a devastating line of damage, which you can see right here, including at this family farm.
I mean, it was shocking because everything in our yard had moved.
Laura Hartman still can't believe the damage left behind after a tornado struck her family's property Friday.
You're thinking all the time about what's happening above you. Is the house going to all of a sudden come down on your head, and will you be all right, and how is that all going to work? So yeah, it is unsettling. It's raining and you could see the next storm coming because there was more than one tornado that night that came through this area.
One of the tornadoes captured by the Hartman's neighbors terrifying moments before it ripped through the family's multi-generational Creston farm.
We know that our house is right behind his shed, you know what I mean? So we're like, that tornado was right on top of our house. It was disconcerting, to say the least.
The Hartman's home took damage to the siding and windows, but the tornado that passed right over their property dealt the most damage to the family's farmstead and grain bin. The tornado split dozens of trees on the farm apart, and one tree landed on top of the building their family's horse was in, trapping him inside.
We didn't know where he was, and that was probably the most shocking part, was when we discovered that he was in the only part of the shed that didn't have a roof on the ground, basically, and he was standing right there, and he seemed to be relatively calm.
The Hartmans thankfully got the horse out of entrapment unscathed.
He was relatively calm. I thought he'd be worked up and whinnying.
With everyone safe, the family has turned to cleaning up and figuring out how to replace the damages.
It was kind of unreal, you know? It just didn't seem real for a while.
It was also kind of crazy, Stephanie. The Hartmans told me he saw Buddy there, super pretty horse, to get Buddy out of that shed when Buddy was trapped, and they had to use a chainsaw to slice a hole in that shed to let Buddy free. And Buddy was staying calm, like you heard Laura say there too.
Which, you know, horses are flight animals. Yeah. They have a tendency to get spooked in stressful situations. So very lucky. Glad everyone is okay, especially Buddy there, Connor. Thank you very much.